Assalamu alaikum students, hope you all are doing great with the grace of Almighty. Today I will be taking your science class. I am Sonia Akhtar, teacher of Milestone Preparatory KG School, Uttar, Sector 7. We have started the chapter 4. The chapter name is food. In the previous class you had the discussion from page 28 to 30. From those pages you have learned short question answer, fill in the blanks and difficult words. Let's have some feedback that what you have learned from those pages. So the first question is, why vitamin B is called vitamin B complex? What will be the answer? It is called vitamin B complex because it is made up of different vitamins. Vitamin B1, B2, B3, B5, B6, B7, B9 and B12. It is the package of different types of vitamins. That's why it is called vitamin B complex. Second question is, which vitamin deficiency causes night blindness? What will be the answer? Okay, so the answer is vitamin A. So you have to eat the food that contains vitamin A to avoid the night blindness. Third question is, what is the function of vitamin K? What will be the answer? So the answer is, the function of vitamin K is it helps to stop the bleeding in our body. So what is the importance of that? So whenever you are having any injury, so that it can stop the bleeding of our body and you do not have any blood loss. That's why vitamin K is important in our body. Fourth question is, what are the diseases caused by the deficiency of vitamin C? So what is the answer? The answer will be, the diseases caused by the deficiency of vitamin C are scurvy and diseases of gum. You sometimes have the bleeding from the gum. Those are caused by the deficiency of vitamin C. So have the food that contains a lot of vitamin C. You can have lemon, you can have the foods those contains vitamin C. So let's move to our today's discussion class. Our today's classwork number is 16. We will be discussing the pages from 31 to 33 and we will be practicing some book activity, book exercise, difficult words, fill in the blanks and short question answers from those pages. So let's see what have we learned in this chapter till now. So we have to work. To work we need to get energy. From where do we get energy? We get the energy from food. In this chapter we have learned about food. We have learned there are two sources of food. We get the food from plants, we get the food from animals. So the plant sources are like vegetable, fruits, grains, etc. are the example of plant sources. We also get food from animal source. What are the examples? So the examples are fish, meat, egg, etc. So from these two sources we get our necessary food. Then we have learned about nutrients. We eat the food because we are getting nutrients from the food. So what is nutrients? Nutrients are the substances that living things need in order to survive and grow. In this chapter we have already learned that there are 6 nutrients. They are carbohydrate, protein, fat, vitamin, mineral and water. Then we have learned about vitamins. So what is the definition of vitamin? Vitamin is one of the nutrients that help to make our body to work properly. It also strengthens our immune system and support our body parts to work properly. We have learned about the types of vitamins. We have learned that there are 6 vitamins. They are A, B, C, D, E and K. Separately we have learned about those vitamins, their sources, functions and deficiency diseases. After that, we have learned about protein. What is called protein? Protein are one kind of nutrients that help to replace, repair and grow our body. Right? So then again we have learned there are two sources of protein. Plant protein, animal protein. After that we have learned about the importance of nutrients in our body. If we do not take proper food and we do not take the food which are full of nutrients, our body will be attacked by diseases. For example, if we do not take proper amount of iodine, then there can be diseases like goiter. It is a disease that can be caused by deficiency of iodine in our body. So after that, today we will be learning some new topics from this food chapter. You have already learned that we have 6 kinds of nutrients, and all those nutrients are very important for our body. Now in one kind of food we cannot get all those of nutrients. If we eat only rice, we will be getting only carbohydrate. And if you do not eat meat, you will be lacking the protein. Even the fruits, vegetable cannot give you all kind of nutrients. So you have to make a meal, or you have to eat a meal that can provide you varieties of food and varieties of nutrients. Then again, in different ages we need different amount of nutrients. Our requirements are different. Children are doing different kinds of physical activity. They are playing, they are jumping, they are studying. So they are doing a lot of activities. So they need a lot of energy. So in their body, the requirements of carbohydrate is very important. If we compare children with old age people, what the old age people are doing? Their physical activities are less comparing with the children. So in their body, the requirement of carbohydrate is less. So it is suggested to the old age people to get or to eat less amount of carbohydrate. So what have we learned? The different people need different amount of nutrients. Children need more energy than older people. So children need to eat food that contain carbohydrate to provide them energy. Old people need to take less amount of carbohydrate. So what are the two things we have learned? We need to have a food that can give us varieties of different types of nutrients, and another thing that at different ages to different people we need our requirements of nutrients are different. So here comes the idea of balanced diet. What is a balanced diet? A balanced diet is a diet that contains adequate amount of all the necessary nutrients in order to keep our body healthy. We should take balanced diet every day. We have to take the diet adequate amount, because according to our body, according to our age, our requirements are the different. So that is why it is called balanced diet. A balanced diet is a diet that contains adequate amount of all the nutrients in order to keep our body healthy. And we should take the balanced diet every day. Now if you love the chicken and you are eating it every day and rest of the nutrients you are avoiding, then it's not going to be a balanced diet. You have to keep the balance between all the nutrients to lead a healthy life. So you can see varieties of foods are available. We can divide all the foods into 6 food groups. Now each of the food falls into any of the food groups. So there are 6 food groups. Choosing one food from each of the group, you can easily make a balanced diet. Now, whatever we have learned till now today is from page 31. The question that can come in this from this page are what is called balanced diet, that you already know, and the second one is what is called food groups. Now let's learn more about the food groups. So this is the chart of food groups. The name of the food groups are grain and potato. Second one is vegetables. Third one fruits. Fourth one meat and beans. Fifth one milk and dairy. And the last one is oil and fat. So we will be learning more about the food groups and its examples. First one is grain and potato. These groups mainly provides us with carbohydrate. So you can ask that why the potato is in these groups, why the potato is not in the vegetable groups, because potato provides us with a lot of carbohydrate. That's why it is not in vegetable groups and it is in the first group in grain and potato, where it is providing us carbohydrate. So the examples of these groups are rice, wheat, potato, corn, etc. Now these are directly providing us carbohydrate. Even if you are eating the food those are made from these items, those will also contain the carbohydrates. Now if you eat the rice, it is providing you carbohydrate. If you eat the wheat made roti, that will also provide you carbohydrate. Now if you eat corn flakes that is made from the corn, it is also providing you carbohydrate. So carbohydrate is very important for our body because it is providing us a lot of energy. So carbohydrates are called energy giving food. After grain and potato group, next comes the vegetable groups. Vegetable groups provides us with vitamins and minerals. You already know what is called vitamin. Vitamins are the nutrients that helps our body to work properly. It also strengthens our immune system. It strengthens our immune system means it will protect us from different diseases. It will help our body to fight against all those diseases. It also supports our organs to work properly. For example, if you have read the chart of the functions of vitamins, then you already know that vitamin A helps for the proper vision. So the vitamin A is helping our eyes to see properly, right? So that's how different vitamins are helping in different function. So to get the vitamin, we have to eat the vegetable. And minerals are the inorganic substance that also helps our body organs to work properly. It helps our heart to pump. It helps our brain to work properly. So vitamins and minerals are very important. So we have to select the vegetable group in our meal to get this in our food. So what are the examples? The examples of vegetable are carrot, cabbage, onion, tomato, okra, etc. There are many more. So you should choose vegetable in your meal to get vitamins and minerals. Next comes the fruit. Fruit groups also provides us with vitamins and minerals. Even if we dry the fruit, still it contains vitamins and minerals. So the examples are mango, lemon, jackfruit, banana, raisin, grapes, and there are many more. You should have half of your plate vegetable and fruits. Then you can get a lot of vitamins and minerals, and vitamins and minerals are very important for our body. So next comes the meat and beans group. It mainly provides us with protein. You already know that protein is very important nutrient which helps to replace, repair and grow our body. For our children, this is very important. In their every meal there should be protein because for the children it is their body growing phase. And the foods that contains protein are called bodybuilding foods because it is helping us to replace, repair and grow our body. So we are getting proteins from two sources, plant source and animal source. The examples are we are getting it from chicken, from fish. So these are the example of plant animal source. The plant sources are pulse, nuts, bean, etc. So the poor people cannot afford meat or fish, so they can have the plant sources and can meet the necessity of protein. So our next food group is milk and dairy. You know what are the examples of milk and dairy groups? The milk and the product which are made from the milk. Do you know the importance of milk? Why we have to take food from this group? Because we get vitamins and calcium from the food of this group. And why calcium is important? Calcium is important for our bone. It makes our bone and teeth stronger. If we do not have the food that contains calcium, what will happen to our body? It will soften our bone. Alright, so the disease that occur in the elderly people, we call them osteomalacia. That means softening of the bone. And in children, we call it rickets. So to avoid these diseases, we have to have either milk or the products that are made from the milk. So the example of these food groups are milk, curd or cheese. You can have them and it will provide you with calcium and vitamin. The last food group is oil and fat group, and this food group provides us with fat. Some people believe that fat is not that important, but no, fat is important. We can take it in small amount, but we have to take it. So there are a lot of function of this food group. We can mention few. First of all, it helps to keep our body warm. Second one and very important one is that it helps to make perform some fat soluble vitamins. Those are vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E, vitamin K. You already know these vitamins are fat soluble. That means they will not be able to work in our body if they are not solubilized in a fat. So we have to take fat even if it is in small amount, but we have to take it to make these vitamins perform in our body. So you can take the fat from some good sources. We can talk about ghee, butter and mustard oil. So these are the good sources of oil and fat. You can cook your food with this. So next is we have a book activity. So here is a chart in your book. You have to choose a food from each of this food group to make a balanced diet. How can you make a balanced meal in the breakfast, in the lunch and in the dinner? So from the first group, grain and potato, what you can choose for the breakfast? You can choose a roti which is made from the grain. So it will provide you with carbohydrate. Next, for the vegetable, you can choose one single vegetable or a mixed vegetable. So it will provide you with a lot of vitamins and minerals. Try to avoid the potato because potato is also a source of carbohydrate. Next, you can choose a fruit or a slice of fruit. It will also provide you with a lot of minerals and vitamins. Next, for the protein, you have to choose from meat and beans group. So you can choose an egg if you cannot take any meat or if you do not want to take any beans. So you can choose the egg. It will also give you protein. Then from the Milk group, you can have the milk directly or some products which are made from the milk. Then you can cook your food with the oil and fat group, or you can take a butter and you can spread on your bread. So it will also make a balanced meal. So you are choosing from each and every group one item, and you are getting a balanced meal for your breakfast. Second, then you can make your lunch. You can choose one item from these groups and you can make a balanced lunch meal. Firstly, you can choose rice. Rice is giving you a lot of carbohydrate. Then you can choose a vegetable. Again, you can try to avoid the potato because potato is also giving you carbohydrate. As you are taking the rice is the source of carbohydrate, potato is also source of carbohydrate, so try to avoid that one and take a mixed vegetable. Next, you again can choose a fruit. At least have a slice of fruit that will give you a lot of vitamins and minerals. Next, you can take plant source of protein or animal source of protein. Then from the milk and dairy group, you can take any product which are made from the milk and dairy, like a slice of cheese. And again, make your meal with a healthy source of oil and fat. The similar way you can make your dinner. So choose one item from each of the food group and your balanced meal is ready. So next topic is food plate. If you look into the picture, you can see the picture of a plate and which is divided into portion. If you observe the plate, you will see that half of the plate is covered with vegetable and fruit. So whenever you are making your meal or you are taking the meal, you have to ensure that half of your plate is full of vegetable and fruit because it will provide you with a lot of vitamins and minerals. Next important point is you have to drink a lot of water every day. 50 to 75% of our body is water. So you have to drink at least 7 to 8 glasses of water every day. Otherwise your body will get dehydrated and it will not be able to work properly. So ensure that you are drinking 7 to 8 glasses of water every day. Another most important point is about oil and fat group. You have to take it in small amount. Some people try to avoid it completely, but no, you have to take the oil and fat group in the smallest amount, but you have to take it. I have already talked about that what are the importance of this food group. And there are some vitamins like vitamin A, D, E, K which are fat soluble. They will not be able to work in our body if they are not absorbed in a fat. So this food group is important. So how the food plate is helping us? The food plate is showing us that which food group we should take in which amount. So what are the questions can come from this page? We can ask you what is called food plate. Second, we can ask you what are the examples of grain and potato group, or what are the examples of vegetable group, or meat and beans group, or fruit groups, or milk and dairy groups, or oil and fat groups. Third question we can ask, which food group should be taken in small amount? You know the answer, oil and fat group. Fourth question can be, which food groups should be taken in half of the plate? What will the answer? The answer is fruit and vegetable. In page 33, there are some book activities. Let's try to solve them. First one is, we get food from dash and animals in the environment. So what are the two sources? We get food from plants and animals. So the answer will be plants. Number B, the protein from fish, meat, eggs are called dash protein. We get protein from two sources, animal source and plant source. So fish, meat, eggs are from animal protein. We have to eat dash every day to keep our body healthy. The answer will be balanced diet. Due to lack of vitamin A is caused dash. That means you have to name the disease. And the disease is night blindness. Next is multiple choice question. So first one is, which food comes from animal? Number A option is bread. Bread is made from wheat, so it is from animal plant source. Number B cheese. Cheese comes from milk, and milk from animal, so it is from animal source. Number C biscuit. It is made from flour, so it is from plant source. Almond comes from plant source. So the answer will be number B cheese. Number 2, which nutrient helps to replace, repair and grow? You know the answer already. This is protein. Number 3, which food group mainly include carbohydrate? Milk group provides you with calcium and vitamin. Number B, grain and potato, it provides you with carbohydrate. Number C, vegetable group, it provides vegetable vitamins and minerals. Number D, meat and beans provides us with protein. So the answer will be number B, grain and potato. It gives us carbohydrate. Then it is matching. So you have to match the left side with the right side. The rule says you have to write the answer in a full sentence. So let's match at first. Grain group example is rice. So it is matching with rice. Then vegetable group is cauliflower. It's a vegetable. Fruit groups matches with mango. Milk group matches with yogurt. It's a food which is made from milk. Oil and fat group matches with the rest, which is soybean oil. So the rule I have already said is you have to write it in a full sentence. Do not draw the lines, otherwise you will not get marks. Okay, so write the answer in full sentence. The first example, grain group matches with rice, so I'm writing it in a sentence. Grain group, rice. Homework from today's class is learn all the given lessons. Whatever the questions we have discussed, you will learn all those from today's lecture.
So our today's discussion is done. Let's take some feedback from you. You give it a check that how well you have understood today's lecture. So the first question is, what is called balanced diet? What will be the answer? So the answer will be, a balanced diet is a diet that contain all the necessary nutrients in adequate amount. You should mention the word adequate. The second question is, which food should be taken in small amount from the food groups? What will be the answer? The answer will be oil and fat group. So the food of oil and fat group should be taken in small amount. The third question is, what is called calcium? So calcium is a mineral that helps to make our strong bone and teeth. So this was all for our today's feedback class. The questions are all this. So hope whatever we have discussed today, you have understood all the topics. If you have any confusion, you can ask to the teacher of your Zoom class. We will try to clear your confusion. So that was all for today. Hope to see you soon and take care of your health. Goodbye.